people taking material on lyrics. Fuck's sake, fucking. What are we saying? Anyway, yeah, we'll just get straight into it. That's us now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the User Hectic Podcast with me, Justin Freeburn, and Soupey Campbell. We had Christmas and New Year's past there, so we've fuck all to talk about because it's just been one drunken mess the entire time. So
drunk, just pints and spuds, like
pints and spuds, exactly, mate. Fucking nuts.
Or as I call it, Tuesday.
I know, talking about middle class conversations. You ever had a good spud, lad? But you know, chomp. But what's crack with you? You've been
fuck all, man. I sort of had a heavy enough Christmas and New Year there. I had a shite enough New Year. I don't like New Year's as it is.
Yeah.
I just don't like change, man. But I don't like it. I think the scientific term for it is I was down bad. Right. I was just like fuck, and then just
down bad not mean like horny, like
no. I think down bad is just like bad tune. Like well, I don't know what that for me it does.
When I picture down bad, yeah, because I suppose like whenever I hear people say they're down bad, they talk about like, oh, I'm horny as shit. But then, like, you know, I doubt like the Jid song, you know, I was down bad. Like he's hardly like I was horny as fuck. I had a root the entire time.
I have a root. Listen to him. He's unreal. In fairness. But yeah, no, I was a lot of things on. I was like, I think part of the reason why I don't like New Year's is because it forces me into looking inwards and being like, what am I actually doing? You know what I mean? It's like, there's another year gone. What the fuck did I do? Don't get me wrong, I had a good year and shit, started stand up, all the rest, you know, enjoyed myself and stuff. But then I was like, right, what am I doing? What am I doing? You know what I mean?
Did you get up to anything mental?
No, fuck all. No, we had that Christmas too, the comedian stuff too. It was good crack. And it put me off the drink. So, but no, it was great crack. But that's what I was saying to Justin before the podcast. Just I've no excuse for a night out now. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, Wolves v Bradford pints. Like, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm taking it handy for a while. Started the gym again and stuff as well. When as a point off was saying, I listened to that UK Cuddy album. Went to the gym once and done.
It's not for me, lads.
No, but I actually really enjoy the gym. But it's mad. I was going to the gym like last year. I was getting real proficient at it, getting my form down, and then yesterday I went and done shoulders and biceps, and somehow my triceps were sore. So I mean, that's how that's going. But it's going. Things are happening. You know.
I know. I wish I could get back into the gym, man. I'm just too lazy. Like, you know what it is? See, like when you come home from work or something, you sit down, you have like a gig later, and you're like, ugh. You couldn't think of anything
what
worse.
is fucked for me is you work from home a couple times here and there, don't you? Like it's
probably like once a week. I work from home, you know.
How do you find it? Depressed? Yes.
Well, like not actually, because I'm quite comfortable in my own silence. So.
Yeah. Oh no, I am as well. But I enjoy just Soupey time, as I call it. Like
Soupey
when I take my glasses off, it's Soupey time as well. By the way, because I've nothing to look at. You know what I mean? I don't have to pay attention, and it's my. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shiting a shower and your glasses off, times to yourself. You know what I mean?
I get you.
But no, I work from home as well. But I work from home all day, and then I'm just sort of there. You know what I mean? I'm in the same room and stuff, and then I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do something. I'm like, I can't really be arsed or anything, and then I'll just turn the Xbox on and stay in the same seat for the rest of the night. You know what I mean? So
you're not working from home. I can't remember what the saying is. You're living and work.
Oh, that's what. The work-life balance is fucked. Like, so that's why I actually read a thing about. I've heard a lot about going to the gym. Motivation doesn't exist. It's just discipline. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're never going to be motivated to do something that is tough or whatever. So it's more just discipline yourself to do it. But I'm trying to get at it. But again, this year I want to just make shit happen. The same as yourself. I know you were saying about want to get that music release and stuff for a start.
Yeah, that's literally like I've literally just been sitting focusing on that shit. I've made like 40 new beats and shit, and just like I'm like I'm making it out the hood this year. Like, you know, it's like this is the year of User Hectic.
Out of Craigavon into Portadown.
That's a downgrade, man. That's like fucking. It's like moving from like fucking Afghanistan to Gaza. You know, like it's fucking like
out of the frying pan into the fire. Like.
Oh yeah. But fuck that, Portadown's a shithole. I think I'd rather shite my hands and clap than live in Portadown. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's all the same to me. Like Portadown, Craigavon, it's all the same.
You know what I mean? See if you go into it, it's not.
No, I've been to both places. Like, but they're both just vague. You know what I mean? That's what they're just
vague roundabouts.
They're just a rumor of a town. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a myth.
Yeah, there's a suggestion that there's people living here.
Darn Matthews called it the Balaclava Triangle one time. Lurgan, Portadown, and Craigavon.
Yeah,
it's like was like, well, you're wrong because it's actually Craigavon is the city, the borough, and Portadown and Lurgan are the two towns. Anyway,
is that what I think? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're schooling me, man. Fair enough.
Yeah, but no, it's fucked. Anyway, do you hear much about that Epstein Island shit?
Yeah, man.
It's in Portadown.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mad one, like, but it's one of them things where even see when I hear mad shit and all now. Yeah, especially on Twitter, it's all over the place. Like, 'cause it's completely Twitter is just any man's game at the minute.
Yeah, exactly.
I just look at it and go, mad, and then just continue with my life. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. I find I'm either all in or all out. I don't give a fuck about something. I'll find it, mildly fascinating or like holy fuck.
Yeah.
Or it consumes my life and I'm just like pure conspiracy in the head, like for ages. You know what I mean? 100%. So I decide not to pay attention to it. I just trust. I live my life every day with this underlying sort of opinion that the country's coped. You know what I mean? Like,
got that dogs, mate.
A joke. See, that's what I was saying actually about like having a conversation with like a middle-aged man. See if you say whatever the topic of the conversation is. See if you say that thing is a joke. Immediately agree. Yeah. I was talking to someone one day. I just mentioned about Facebook. He's like, "Oh, Facebook's a joke." I was like, "Joke? Fucking tell me about it." And then he left. I was like,
"You're preaching to a choir, bro. You know what it's like, fucking." Knackered. Don't even chat to me.
Got it. But that's what I'm saying. And then he left, and this is the time. This is like 2012. So I love Facebook. I was like, I don't think Facebook's a joke. I think it's great. You just agree just to get yourself by, like you know.
Fucking. I think like our generation was decent on like. I think it was like our parents' generation fucked Facebook. I seen someone posted the other day, and they were like literally I go on Facebook once a year if I'm not, and it's literally just the post and ghost. Like I never go on it for anything.
I just go on for that comedian group just to like any gigs.
Any gigs going. See the post I put up.
Cracker.
It's fucking so niche. I don't know. Like I even mentioned it, but I literally like I went on it the other day, and the first thing I'd seen was out for dinner. Like can't take me nowhere or some shit, and I was like, oh fuck me, Jesus Christ, that's such mad banter, like you know.
But see when people are like, I don't even know if TransLink's running tomorrow.
Google it, bitch.
Just type that same thing in on a different app. You know what I mean?
Move your thumb. 900 million answers.
Yeah.
Never mind fucking Declan from up the road. You know, like being like, oh sure, you know what they're like. Don't even chat to me. TransLink's a joke.
Yeah, checking into the hospital and all. Yeah. Don't DM me. Yeah. Don't want to talk about it. DM me, hon.
Oh mate, fucking. Does anyone know a good place that sells proms? And you're like, holy shit, get the fuck out of my face.
There was one time years ago I actually lost my phone, and I lost it either outside a shop in Uri that literally someone would have stolen it before it hit the ground.
Like if anyone sees a phone lying on the ground.
Not even that, cause so I went and checked it, and it was either that or like me and my mate went for a walk down to this like sort of industrial estate with a load of fields and shit. And it was either because we raced each other to a pole. It was just one of them like toxic masculinity things. I was like, I beat you to that pole. And we were just sprinted. And then
it's autism.
Like an hour passed, and I just realized I hadn't got my phone. I was like, fuck. Went and checked the shop. I was like, it's either stroked or I've lost it in this fucking field. So for ages I was like, so I remember like unironically posting on my Facebook, anyone know where I can get a metal detector? And everyone was like, being serious. And one of the boys was like, man, why do you need a metal detector for something above ground? I had people going like, you can get one from P&O Hire, love. I was genuinely going to rent out a metal detector for a day. Swear to God. And then I just cut my losses and just was like, fuck this. I'm just going to get a new phone.
That's like getting a fucking x-ray for like a spot. You know, like
an MRI for it.
Anyone got a metal detector? What did you think you were going to find in the middle of a town?
It was like in this big massive field, like it was all overgrown and shit, this industrial estate. So it was an industrial estate, like, and it hadn't been built on yet, so it was just pure shrubbery, like, and it was somewhere.
Shrubbery? Yeah. Cooling amongst the shrubbery with my slimes. Man
said shrubbery.
Who even says shrubbery, man?
I don't know, man. I'm a state of flow. I'm state of the flow. State of the flow. But yeah, man. So yeah, fucking, I was down bad that time. I was down bad. You know what I mean?
Shrubbery,
you're down bad. You know you're down bad. You're asking Facebook for metal detectors. Like, fucking hell.
It's like you ever see it once. It's like people like anyone got. It's always like real niche items as well. Anyone know anywhere to get a smoke machine? You're like, the fuck do you need a smoke machine for? It's me out these 50th. Fucking, you're like, she'll do out. You know what I mean?
Oh man, just get all the wee cousins just vape at the same time.
There's 40 of them.
Smells like fucking Tutti Frutti up in this bitch.
I know. Yeah, but no. Anyway, Epstein's out. I've I don't even know like how to comprehend all that shit, because just talking about conspiracy theories, it literally was like I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, just on Twitter, wanking over porn, and then I went on to something other up. No, I was on Twitter, and I went on to this thread about like, all these fucking politicians are raping and killing kids and all. They're doing all this, and you're like, you know, you see all the other comments. It's like the right versus left. You know, all the right wing cunts are like going, mate, they're all fucking raping kids on islands and all. No one wants to talk about it. And the left wing were going, no, our politicians they're trustworthy and all. And, you know, they get all fucking like all like that. But like one of them is like, Oprah's ripping the face off a child right now as we speak, and you're like, what the fuck? You know, and then the other ones are like, no, Oprah's lovely, and you're like in the middle going, she's a dick, like, but she's, you know. But I remember being like, this is such a wild conspiracy theory, and I remember mentioning it to people, being like, I'm kind of on the side, they might be doing that sort of shit.
In the realm of possibility.
Like. Yeah, I was like, this sounds realistic, man, and there's a lot of shit. And then I was like, right, okay, a few years later, it came out that whole Epstein thing, like they caught Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell was like grooming wee girls to go to the island and all, and I was like, oh, so they were right about that. And then next thing you know, they were like, oh no, it's all celebrities and politicians. All the conspiracy theorists were going on like that.
Yeah.
They were like, it's all Tom Hanks is fucking doing it. He's raping kids. And you're like, Jesus Christ, guys. You're like, celebrities, wind your neck, and like whatever.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, flight logs come out another few years later, and you're like, oh shit.
Tom
Hanks is the first name on it. You know? You're like, so what else are these cunts right about? You know, Alex Jones, the fucking are making the frogs game on.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
But man, I feel like, you know, Alex Jones, throw enough shit at the wall, something's gonna stick.
Oh,
right?
100%.
But at the same time, low key, the man's spitting, like.
Oh, yeah, that's what, like.
But that's what I mean. See, when I used to fucking smoke weed every day, but like I was deep in it. Obviously, of course, smoked weed once. Sheffield Campbell still beams, right? But so I was just deep in it, and then I was like, this is consuming my life. Ultimately, I'm just in Uri, just pulling the front bar myself. So I was like, didn't matter. But I feel like, this is a hot take. Just thought about this whenever you said that. I feel like my personal experience with politics, not to get all whole Protestant Catholic, right? Dare I say, don't care about any of it, you know what I mean? Because it's, you hear
Arlene Foster's head in the Little St. James, like, you know, but she's fucking the flight logs come out, Michelle O'Neill, like, you know, like fuck me, what God, I'm not.
Adams, I was not on that flight.
Yeah, like you can imagine, like fucking Edwin Poots, you know, he just gets her by his ears, but like
Edwin Poots it in the weekend. It's horrible. But see, even like, you know, like political commentary style comedy, I don't understand enough about it to even joke about it, so I don't
get
care.
the baseline of it, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I get it in theory, you know.
Well, that side's Protestant, that side's Catholic, you know, but then like once you go into that, they're like fucking, see when someone's, this is one thing, right? Insider on the comedy secrecy, anytime someone mentions Jeffrey Donaldson and everyone laughs, I'm like, I couldn't tell you what one thing they can't stop.
But they're all the same. They're all the same, just gammon individual. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Sausage fingers, gammon. Like that's all I think about. But I just think, just miserable old cunts.
Like, if the king was from here, he would be gammon fingers. Like, you know?
But that's what I mean. I think we're just our generation anyway is so desensitized to the whole us'ns and them'ns that I just don't care. Like, if you're sound, you're sound. Like, I don't care if you think this imaginary flag or man in the suit is better than my man in the suit. It's like years ago I used to, like, on Facebook, like, I used to be like, I still love football, but I used to be like, Robert Van Persie, what a goal. Like, no way, it's not a red card, right?
Oh, mate, fucking Carlos Tevez is the best.
But then I used to, like, argue with people, and then I just realised, oh, you're... but it's just like, oh, my football man's better than your football man. And it's just stupid. Like, it's just, it goes nowhere. Don't get me wrong, I love a bit of conversation and, like, you know, oh, I think this person may be better than this person, whatever, and talking...
That's what I mean, because, like, for example, me and you are, like, into rock music quite heavily, you know? But, like, I'll go into, like...
Fuck with that shit heavy.
Like, I'll go into, like, the comments of, like, a fucking Complex post. They're like, Rapper of the Year... And they're like, J. Cole, and I was like, he's a fucking, I love J. Cole, he deserves if he's getting any sort of title, you know. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Went into the comments, what are you talking about? And I was like, I will never be commenting on anything in my entire life.
Yeah, no.
Anyone that wants to comment on something to disagree with it, get some bitches, man, you know what I mean? Get some fucking pussy in your life, bro. You need to get your life sorted, bro, you know.
By the way, folks, any watching the video, I just popped a wee upper decky. So did the upper decky. So
he whacked the snus in there. He walked into me and he was all, lad, I brought snus if you want to fucking and I was like,
Bomb Squad. But so by the way, folks, by the way, just an apology to see you in the next 10 minutes if I don't stop talking and interrupt you every time, you'll know why. But you're talking about, like,
sweat and blood, you know.
Jesus Christ, this thing is stinging. But yeah, so I would have been an avid user of Twitter years ago.
Yeah.
Been into the sort of discourse, especially like a lot of rap, and people would be like, "Oh, J. Cole goat" or whatever, and people have their opinions. Me and a mate of mine.
See if you like come out to me right now and tell me you have a vlog or something.
No, I did used
a
to
blog. Remember those back in the day?
I did used to run an Arsenal fan page though.
Did you? An Arsenal fan page?
Arsenal fan page. It had like 1,000 likes, and they were all Muhammad.
Yeah.
Oh man, but they were all like Muhammad Al Nasir, and like they were just like Arsenal is the good one. And I would just copy and paste like transfer news from like other like official Arsenal sources. Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
But so I commented on Twitter one time and get into this bit of back and forth with someone. Wasn't anything too mad, but the way like on Twitter it's just a point scoring game of who can slag someone else the best.
Yeah.
And someone called me Snorlax, and I just went, you know what? That's excellent. You win. Like, I literally replied to him and was like, I haven't been called that in a long time. That's excellent. Fair play. And that was it. It was just like, sometimes you just have to take your beat. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, mate, wait until like one of our clips pops off, man. See any clip that I've put out that has done like more than like 40,000 views.
Yeah.
Every comment. Dean Norris, Hank Schrader, where's the fucking minerals, Marie? I'm like, oh, fuck me, I hate my life.
But I actually, so at the minute, my hair's in a bit of a transitional period. I'm actually in the middle of growing a man bun, right? Well, not really. I'm just sort of, it's long enough, I'm just like, I'm going to fuck with it and see, right?
You'll braid it and all that.
I debated it, but
might as well, man.
I fucking, I showed my mate the other day, I tied it up and goes, fucking coming along rightly. He goes, fuck, you look like Randolph. You know Randolph, the kid at KSI's mate.
Yeah.
I just looked at him and was like, you've destroyed me there, but you're right. You're fucking right. He was like, Randolph minus teeth. I was like, right, fair enough.
That's a great one, yeah. I always get Tom Walker. That's the one I always get. You ever seen that?
Yes, I do know Tom Walker.
Pull up a photo of this cunt right now because you don't realise how much I look like him until you see the bastard, you know. Look at that, me Googling myself earlier. Fucking talking about telling people to get bitches. I'm like, user hectic podcast. What's it come up on Google when I type that in?
And he's over 40,000 views yet. Like, it's fucking slagged.
And it was actually the first thing that came up. It was like a TikTok link, the most viewed clip on it. Right. It was like 100k views or something. I was like, yeah, fucking suck my dick.
Let's go. Yeah.
But we see this fucking like it would scare the life out of you. Right, open up. Why is the connection in this room like a fucking cave? Anyway, yeah.
Oh my god, you zoomed in there.
Oh shit, yeah.
Zoom out. That is mental.
Yeah, the cunt looks too much like me, doesn't
That is mad. He's doing 5 minutes in the pub next week.
Can't, it'll get cancelled. Adverse weather. Yeah, but like it fucking pisses me off because he looks identical to me. And I remember we were out like it was a few years ago. It was before I had met my girlfriend. And I was like, these girls were like standing in the queue and they were like, oh my god, is that Tom Walker going into Filthies? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I couldn't have been going into a worse place right now.
I was out there a lot of months ago and I was talking to someone I hadn't seen in a long time. He's like, you look like Rag and Bone Man. I was like, fuck off. I had someone call me Luke Combs as well. I refuse to look up what Luke Combs looked like.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm just taking it as a compliment. That's it.
To be fair, like, I don't get the Luke Combs, but I'd say I look more like Luke Combs. What a fucking
he's
podcast.
ginger though, is he? Is he ginger?
Yeah, like Sunday morning. I kind of like Luke Combs as well.
Man, see the explosion in country music recently?
Oh, mate.
I know you're a bit of a closeted country fan,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. I'm coming out, yeah.
Dad
have something to tell you.
That Noah Kahan tune is actually a banger, though.
What one?
The call me forever, but you still got last night I saw version of you. Is it? Yeah, you know that one. You've probably heard all of the shop.
Yeah. See, that's Luke Combs there. It's fucking taking forever to load. But
oh yeah, that's a slag. I got slagged.
He looks like a country man. Like,
oh, he does. Yeah, yeah.
But see, what got me into country, right? I remember being like anti-country, you know, not long ago, like 6 months ago, you know, and I was like, fuck the country, man, country shite, you know, like what am I going to relate to in that? Little did I know, like literally, like, because Abby got me into it. Abby loves country music, her and her dad and all go to all the country festivals, blah blah blah.
Pure cool, or what do they call them, fucking Keeleys and shit?
Yeah, and
that's fucking traditional music. I'm an idiot.
I knew what you meant though, but
pure barn down rodeos.
She was all, would you ever get into line dancing? I was like, fucking line sniffing. And literally I remember like getting it, she was showing me all these songs and I was like, yeah, this is catchy or whatever. Yeah. And then next thing you know, one of the songs was like I love three things: my woman, my truck, and my beer. And I was like, fucking tell it to a consonant back, mate. You're fucking spitting. Not about facts, mate. You know, fucking, I was like, there's nothing more gangster than fucking country music. You know? They're just like, I have guns and beer. What are you gonna do? Rappers aren't that hard, like. You know?
No, it does go hard. In fairness, those three things: fucking my woman, my Audi A4, and a pint of Guinness.
It's Irish country. That was a Nathan Carter. Did he sing that?
Catholics. 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Like.
Me and my, where were we? Me and my girlfriend, I think we were in Enniskillen. We were going to something, New Year. No, wait, it wasn't New Year's. What was it? Can't remember. We just had like a round. We had the Manor House.
You were cool in the tub, were you?
Yeah, I'm always in the tub, bro. I'm fucking like every 3 weeks I'll be in a hot tub somewhere, and it's not my choice. I'm not middle class. I'm fucking. I haven't switched up on you folks. I'll take a people with me, you know, the 30 people listen to this, and but
and fucking 39,000 other people slagging.
Yeah. I swear to God, it's like you get like 30 people who go, I actually love your podcast, man, and then the other 10,000 are just. Hank Schrader. I'm like, fucking suck my dick. Bring me my minerals. But went in. By the way, Manor House in Enniskillen.
Cracker reference.
And that Manor House in Enniskillen, man, fucking God's waiting room. Like,
oh, really?
It's just old cunts.
Pure
just,
Bruce Almighty.
Like, I swear to God, it's literally like lovely place, lovely views and all beside a big lake and stuff. Every continent is 75, just hoping to drown in that hot tub. I swear to God.
Get a few quid for the chill day.
I swear to God. And we walked in. I'd never felt so offended in my entire life. There was like a group of fellas going in before us. They were, you know, and they were all like, "Oh, you need hairnets in this pool and stuff," because there was hot tubs and pools and things like that. And they were like, "Oh, you need hairnets," and they're like, "Sweet." And then they came to us and we were like, "Abby," or they were like, "You need a hairnet to Abby," and I was like, "Oh, did they only give you one?" And he goes, "You don't need one." And I was like, fuck.
Man got flame in the hot tub.
I was like, "Can I not?" I was like, "I need some form of hot mate." But no, and Jesus Christ, yeah. What was the point? I was going somewhere in Enniskillen.
Country music,
and we were driving back the next day, and we went into Enniskillen just to the shopping centre. Pile of shite, mate. There's like a fucking JD and like half a DV8, and they're like, "There's
DV4."
DV4. And we were walking past, and there's like a bus stop beside it.
I'll sleep well tonight.
Yeah, that was fucking brilliant. That was a belter. We were walking past, and there was just these two old boys, like maybe in their 50s, 60s, just standing with their arms crossed. You know how all like old Irishmen just stand? They just stand. They're like, they've always got that face on them, like wind's blowing on them. You know, like,
they're looking into the sun.
And like I was looking at them, and I was like, what could them cunts be talking about? And we got up, like we were walking past them, and one of them turns to the other one and went, "Oh, guy, but like Wagon Wheel really kicked off his career." Like, and me and Abby just burst out laughing in the middle of the fucking street. He was like, it's just the way he was like dead face, like, you know, like fucking weather just riddled with him. He was just like, "Oh, guy, but like fucking Wagon Wheel really kicked off his career there, lad."
That's like me and you whenever we go to record a podcast and 5 minutes before, I'm like, 21 Savage really, really, really improved as an artist. His songwriting is excellent.
I am more than I was. Niche reference. But yeah, like I was just like, fucking country folk are the funniest in the world. But that Manor House, man, it was the weirdest fucking experience. Everyone in it was just a fucking culture. A load of pikeys came up to me. I don't know if you're allowed to say that. Travellers, whatever they're called. Knackers. Sorry, that's 2 podcasts I've said that on now, so we're done in. What are we gonna do? Van me, but sell me copper, fucking. But they literally, like, there was these two that were there, and the fella kept staring at Abby, something shocking, and I was like, ignore him, man, they're just fucking creepy. Yeah. He's 5'4", will not even like pay attention to him. I was like, bro, you're not even on my fucking radar right now, bro. You know, I have to look down to see you, bro.
Yeah, but his 30 cousins are massive. That's the only thing.
And his woman was there, and like I was standing at the bar waiting to like get a drink, and they were sitting at the bar, like on the chairs at the bar. Yeah. And the girl turned around and she they were just staring at me, and like I mean like I was just facing forward, like this far away. I was just facing forward and they were facing forward, but they were both like fucking breaking their necks to look at me. Yeah. Obviously I dressed like a fucking yank, like, you know. Yeah. You know, and the one of them, like I just seen them like whispering to each other, like, and I was like, this is weird for a traveller to whisper. And the fella went, "No, I don't think they have gingers there." And I was like, what the fuck did he just say? Like,
Luke Combs,
it's the way I was like, what could you possibly have said to him to make him say that?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they have gingers there. I was like, do they think I'm Muslim or something? Like this fucking beanie, you know? Like, I was like, shalom, bro, fucking assalamu alaikum, my bro. You know?
Inshallah, I get this pint of Guinness quickly.
And I was like, fucking wagwan to brethren, you know? But it was fucking weird, man. I was like, it was just like, she whispered and she was like, and then he just turned around and goes, no, I don't think they have gingers there. And I was like,
I love travelers, right? And I know, you know, people have their opinions and stuff, whatever. Like, man, I grew up around with travelers around like my estate.
yeah, oh mate, there's fucking thousands of them.
Oh man, but I fought one day. Big mistake, right? I was sitting over by, like, we were just all hanging out, and one of them turned around to me, like, one of the other boys turned around and goes, here, Polly just called you fat. And I was like, did he not? Trying to act tight. Tapped him on the shoulder. Some reason hit him a leg kick, right? I had him a time, right? Hit him a leg kick.
Fucking Jose Aldo.
Man, right? And he turned around and he just put both his hands up, and I put both my hands up.
Did you expect him just to go full Anderson Silva? Just fucking...
I don't know what I expected. I don't know, right? And then... in fairness, it was a cracking leg kick, right? And he just put both his hands up. I put my hands up, and my guard was just wide open. Like, I was literally basically standing, like, arms out, and he just hit me with a left jab, and I didn't see it coming. My head flew back, and I just ran home crying. I was about 8 or 9, and I remember being like...
oh, was that young? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, real young. And then I was like, I need to not do that again. And then, but I get on the best with them, like, best with them. But it was so, like, I just love how they don't conform to, like... you'll never have a conversation with a traveller to be like, oh, sure, this is it. They just tell you how it is.
Oh, yeah,
but, like,
100%.
my brother was at the top of the street one day, and he was just listening to tunes on, like, the wee aux lead.
Yeah.
And one of them pulled up beside him and goes, well, James. And he's like, well. And he goes, will you burn me a CD? And James was like, James, my brother was always burning CDs, people, and, like, J-tagging their Xboxes and all. Like, my brother was like the whiz kid.
J-tagging, Jesus
class.
Christ.
And will you burn me a CD? And Jay was like, no man, I'm just listening on the aux cord. And he just showed up the aux cord, and he goes, give me that then. Jay's like, why you just ask for it? And Jay's like, no. And he's like, fair enough. But that's just him chancing his arm.
Yeah,
he
like,
just got to get a free aux cord just for asking.
Yeah,
like,
mate.
so I appreciate it. I love how they got their own language.
Yeah.
It's called cant, I think. And
you can't fucking understand it.
Yeah, probably. But it's for them to talk to each other without anyone else knowing. And it took us years to decipher this language, what they meant, to base off of context. And now it's got to the stage where we understand it. We actually reference it sometimes amongst ourselves. Like, you know, there'll be an hour where me and like a mate of mine will just speak exclusively in that language, and it's mad. But it's not us taking the piss out of them. It's respect, because I'm like, I love that's the thing. Like, and see if I'm ever like, when me and my mate work with each other and we're like, you know, having a wee bitch or something out the back, like, and he'll just turn around and say something to me, like, as if to say, shut up, like, stop. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? I just know immediately, stop talking.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. But they're great crack. Like, it's probably just because I know them and stuff. I do get their intimidating. But
I grew up around them all. But I got, like, almost bullied by them.
Yeah, it was a bad experience.
And we grew up, like, fighting them constantly, you know, like, there was always scraps between us and the travelers. So it was like, it got to a point where there was, like, almost a racism towards them because of how badly we, like, got along, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I remember, like, whenever I was, like, younger, I was a wee bit of a thief back in the day.
Right.
I used to have sticky fingers everywhere, man. I was wild for it. I used to graffiti and all. Like, I was obsessed with, like, vandalism. I was like, I've been fucking
system, man.
Yeah, I've been anti-government from day one, man. I swear to God, I spray painted in the side of a cop car one time while the cops were in it and ran for my life.
Man.
Like, literally ran up through a tag in the side of it, just seen the doors open, and I fucking...
Not even any political statements, just a big knob.
I swear to God, and I was fast as fuck as well back in the day. I couldn't run a bath now, like, but I swear to God, like, now, like, back then, I was doing, like, fucking, you know, like 100 meters in like 12 seconds. Like, I was fast as hell, you know. And like, I put it this way, right? This isn't even bullshit. This sounds like a fucking another Justin story, right? I came second out of our year in the high jump. Out of, like, everyone, all the fucking 6 foot cunts, but the 6 foot cunts and all, and the only guy who beat me was a guy who was like 6'1", big, tall, skinny African guy. Yeah. And I literally beat everyone. I beat all the other black guys and all in the year.
White man can't jump.
Yeah, exactly. And but no, that was like how athletic I was. But I remember, like, I used to be, like, obsessed with, like, stealing shit as well. Yeah. It started with spray paint. Because I'm not spending £8 in a fucking tin of spray paint at, you know, 14 years old.
Yeah, it's the gateway spray.
It is. It's a gateway thief, you know. And next thing you know, I'm in, like, shops stealing Kit Kats up my sleeve. And
oh, man,
you know, like, and like, I remember just being like, because like, it became known, you know, like, but the funny thing was about spray paint, I got caught stealing it.
Right.
I got caught multiple times, but I ran away every single time. But I got caught
Just looking for a high wall to jump over.
We got caught spray painting because we were rolling the wall white. There was this behind the Seagull Hotel in Portadown. There's this big wall, but it's on someone's house. But we thought it was part of the hotel,
right?
So that was our code. You know, we had a code to this, and we were like, "Nah, mate, like we don't do no one's property. You don't do it on someone's property. If it belongs to them, you don't do it. That's their money and all." We were like fucking with a moral code to it, you know. But if it belonged to the government, we were like, "Suck my dick," you know,
them guys,
or like a big company or something, and. I was like, we were like, right, we'll clean this wall first, and then we'll spray paint it. And it was like
counterproductive.
It was like, and we were starting rolling it, paint rollers and all, fucking looked like we were doing someone a service, you know. And literally the cops pulled up, and I went, fuck, and we like dropped everything. I dropped my bag and all that had loads of spray paint tins that I had stole out of B&Q. But we were smart with it. We used to like scrape the labels and the barcodes and all off it, so they could never like fucking, you know, like trace it back to you. 14, mate, fucking innovative, you know. And the cops came and we were like, we're getting away. We're in an alleyway. We're just hop out the other side. 2 cops came walking around the corner, and I went, shit. And I was like, fuck, right, okay, I'm hopping this fence here and going through their garden. I don't give a fuck what happens. And my mate, well, he's not my mate anymore. He was a dickhead. He grabbed me by my belt and dragged me down and goes, nah, mate, we're caught. And I went, you can't climb this fence, can you? And he was like, mate, we're caught. And I was like, they're walking towards us. Well, get over this fence and get out. And
like fucking what do you call it? Like Mike Myers walking towards you, like, you know what I mean?
And like the cops came over and they were like, you know, they like seen all our bags and stuff, and we were like, we're just rolling the wall there, and they like opened the bag, and there was like spray paint tins and like sketch pads and all in it. It's fucking, you know, you thought you were like a gangster doing it, you know, like it's one of them things like if you spray painted over someone else's spray paint, mate, they'll jump you and all. Like dead serious, people fought over this shit, like
mad.
And well, anyway, the point that was fucking hell. I do ramble. Abby texts me today and goes, "You ramble a bit on the podcast," and I was like, "Shit."
Welcome to podcasting.
Yeah. And I literally, but I used to be known to be quite a sticky fingered cunt.
Yeah.
Because I could steal anything you wanted.
Yeah.
And I remember the gypsies basically used to threaten us into stealing for them. So we were like they would literally like around here. They would go, "Come to a shopping centre with me," and I'd be like, "Nah, lad, I'm fucking spray paint to be doing here, like I'm going to work on it, you know." And they'll be like,
flat out.
They were like, "Nah, you're coming to the fucking shopping centre or we'll kill you," basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, Jesus Christ. And you're basically just walking up with them at the threat of it, like at knife point, you know.
Yeah.
And they used to like stand outside of H&M and go, "I seen a nice jumper in there, I want you to go in and grab it for me." And I was like, the fuck?
Oh,
and I used to go, and I used to like fucking like bring it out with the tag and all still on it, you know. And I was like, I'm not doing the extra work. What do you want me to do? The admin of it here? Like, you know?
Yeah. You handle the spreadsheets, I handle the fucking front of the house.
And then one time there was these 2 ones, big thick bastards, like, you know, big 6 foot, like, and we were walking up, and we skateboarded at the time. I swear I'm the wankiest cunt on the planet. I name like a wanky ass fucking like hobby, and I've done it.
You've done it.
You know,
Heelys, the whole lot.
Made fucking Heelys were class. Like, you know?
My mum brought me back Heelys from America. I tried them on one time in the living room, fell on my arse, never put them on again. Swear to God.
Fair enough. But I remember being like, we were walking up and to my mate's house who only lived around the corner, and we had the skateboards and all on us, and like one of them were just talking to us, but they were being all friendly. See, the ones around here were always sneaky, whereas like anywhere else you go and see travellers, they're like real upfront. Everything's
straight
there.
down the line, like
yeah, like they're I don't know if it was just because their age or whatever, you know, they were like maybe a year or 2 older than us, so they were teenagers, like, you know.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, let me see the skateboard there, and I was like, nah, lad, this you know, this is expensive and all, like fucking saved up all my pocket money for this.
Yeah.
You know, stole everything. And and they were like, no, let me see it, and I was like, nah, and we went to walk on away, and they like followed us, like right behind us, like threatening us, and we were like, guys, fuck off, we don't want nothing to do with this. And we got into my mate's driveway, and like 2 or 3 of my other mates were like already there, like in the driveway, and the travellers came walking up into the driveway, and I said driveway 42 times there, and they like stood and squared up to us, and I was like, lad, get the fuck, like we don't want any of this, like this is just, I'm not bitching out or anything, we're just cutting me bod, we're only skateboarding in here, like we're at my mate's house, you know. And my mate heard all the shouting in the background, and you've met him, does the music. We're not naming names on this, but he like one of them, I remember, like, my other mate, he was a wee wiry cunt. He would scrap anyone. He was one of them cunts, you know, like, just crazy, just would fight any cunt for no reason.
Just wired to the moon, like.
Still the same, you know. And he, like, squared up to him, and I saw behind the traveller's back, he put his watch onto his fist.
Oh, yeah.
And he literally he hit my mate. And I was, like, in the space of time where I went, he's putting his, and he'd hit him, you know. And, like, he got, like, a big cut and all on his face here, but he didn't go down. That's why I was proud of him. He didn't go fucking down.
Yeah.
And, like, they were, like, grappling each other and all. And my mate ran into the house and went, fuck this, I'm getting a bat. Came back out with a bat that said salute on it. Like, you know, like a baton, you know. And the travellers ran, like, sprinted up the fucking street. Like, they literally hit him once, got in a bit of a tussle.
They're more fucking Tenerife fans, aren't they?
Oh fuck, does that not say I beat her? I beat the shit out of him. But he literally, like, he came out with a bat and we, like, chased them up the road. And literally, I mean, they got to, like, a corner, and after the corner it was a big long straight road before you could make a turn. And we got to it, and there was literally, like, I mean, this was like 100 yards, you know, of just straight. And we got to the corner, and they were only, like, you know, from Elad doorway from, like, us.
Yeah.
And we, like, got to the corner because they'd already went round, and they were just gone. Like, they had dashed up that fucking thing. And I was like, why did they bitch out so quick there?
Get them into the high jump quickly.
I was like, fuck me, Jesus Christ. I was like, here, get them fucking down racing there, you know.
Oh, man, see when you're talking about stealing, man, and I was never, I'd be a liar if I said I hadn't stole a wee sweet from the shop, like, you know, when you're young, like.
Yeah.
But there was one time, I'm going to say it's because it's pure statute of limitations here, right? But
oh, mine's the same, yeah. Like, I got caught and shit, like, you know.
My mate had a dartboard out in his shed. We used to play darts all the time, like pure dog shit. And he went in to get, like, a cup of tea or something one time, and he was like, "Don't hit that light bulb." And you never mentioned the light bulb any other time you were playing darts, right?
Yeah.
And the light bulb was hanging just in front of you, like, but you were nowhere near it because the dartboard was beneath it. And he said, "Don't hit that fucking light bulb." And I just didn't do this intentionally. Second dart I threw hit the light bulb, smashed it, right?
Yeah.
And he came out, "What the fuck?" No, he's going mad. And he was like, "Go to the shop and get me a new light bulb." I was like, "I have no money." I'm like 8, right? And he was like, "Go around and get me a light bulb." And I was like, "No." Like, and he was like, "Well, you need it." Like, it was just one of them things where it seemed like an impossible, like there was no resolution to it. Yeah, it was just I needed
the end of the world.
Yeah, I need to get this light bulb, right? And I was debating coming to the house and getting a light bulb, and I was like, don't know where we keep the light bulbs, like, you know what I mean? And then where's the stash of light bulbs?
Is there like a fucking bag of light bulbs somewhere in here?
But so I just went to the shop, and I was like, I have no choice but to steal this light bulb. So I stole a light bulb, right? Went up. It was a screw, and I stole a bayonet one, right? So I was like
one of them big pipe LED ones. You're like, does that fit that?
Me putting it down my wags.
Walking out with a straight leg.
Haven't seen me in a couple of weeks, Josephine. I'm a man now. But so I went down and stole the wrong light bulb, and he was like, "That's the wrong one, dickhead." I had to go down and steal it again, steal the right one. I remember just going down, and like, we used to be in the shop all the time, like all sound with them and stuff. They're like, "Oh, you're back," and I was like, "Ah," and then I just went. I didn't even buy anything. I didn't even like, because I didn't have any money to even buy a Freddo like to like cover it up. Went down and was like lurking around the light bulbs for ages and just stole it and just went back after it. And I was like, what? How stupid was I? You know what I mean? Why not just be like, "It was an accident, mate, sorry. I'm sure you have a light bulb in the house." Like, you know what I mean?
Go get me a light bulb.
So stupid. My mate used to.
What does this like feel like a drug debt or something? You
I know,
like Tuco from Breaking Bad. He was like, "You better bring me my fucking money, man. bring me that LED."
Yeah, I was literally about to say LED there. Fuck me.
I want the 40 watt.
But 40 watts.
Yeah,
But my mate used to. This is fucking years ago. Again, not gonna name names because I don't want to fucking indict the cunt. But he used to like. No, there was always people that sold shit in school.
I was people.
Yeah, oh, were you?
Yeah.
Man, see, everyone used to sell like lollipops in school. Now drug dealers, right?
Oh,
it was the gateway. Like,
same way as like people who bought FIFA points growing up are now gambling addicts.
I have been partial to a FIFA point, and Bet
Bet 365 vibrating in your pocket. Right?
Man, FIFA points are like digital Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Useless, like useless.
Yeah.
But he used to like buy and sell sweets, but he sorry, this is Zinny's kicking the fuck out of me here. But yeah, so he used to like go to the boys in school and be like, "Well, what do you want from the shop?" They'd be like, "Oh, bottle of BPM and all this shit." And he used to go to take the money, go to the shop the next day, just steal whatever items they wanted. They just keep the money for himself. Man was making a fortune, fortune. But
Jesus,
mad. But that's mad how when you're young you sort of get away with it. It's sort of like, we skip there.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, me and the boys were playing football, and the ball went to
someone. Give me a fucking light bulb. It's a tail light of a car. But get me an all limb.
You got the wrong one. Fucking 15 years ago, you can't.
Sure, you're insured, mate. You know?
I know.
But
we were playing football, and the ball went into someone's back garden. So I was like, muscle memory, went to jump over the fence. That's a lie. I went to open it because I'm fat. And literally about to walk in the fence into this person's back garden to get the ball. And I was like, hold on. They see a large bearded man dressed all in black in their back garden. They're going to ring the cops. So I had to go knock the door and be like, sorry, can I get the football from your back garden? They were like, what? I was like, I haven't done this in years, mate. I'm sorry.
Is this still the procedure for this? Yeah. Do you still go to people's door about it, or do you need like a fill in a form or something like that?
And they were like,
is there like a web page I can go to for this?
You've an app for this here now.
It's all contactless, mate.
Too handy. Too handy.
You know, it's a joke. Fucking footballs will go out of style soon.
But I had to be like, they were sort of laughing like, yeah, and then but the sort of didn't trust me, and then I just went back, and they were looking at the back window, and I just like held the football up and walked away. I was like, I can't. I used to do donkey derby years ago. What do you call donkey derby? Is like you just jump through people's back gardens.
Yeah.
I used to get.
We were running from cops. I try. I make myself sound like I'm trying to sound cool with us.
Yeah.
We were fucking wee dicks. Like we were wee dicks. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like if my child did what I did, I'd knock him out. Like.
Yeah, but it's one of the things where, you know.
Donkey Derby, what a fucking...
I know, like...
What a nurry name.
Oh, horrendous. And then we realised it was a bit gimpy, and we're like, just call it Back Gardens. So original.
Have you ever watched Hot Fuzz?
Yeah, class.
And he's like, what's the matter? You never taken a shortcut?
Yeah. Man, see, what do you call the fat guy in Hot Fuzz? That was me doing Back Gardens. I swear to God. I used to get 3 gardens deep, and then there was an oil tank and a wall that I couldn't get over, so I used to just sit and watch the rest of the boys. I'm like, go on, Kate. But we used to literally just do the same back garden and like take the same route, and then at the end be like, how's class, wasn't it? You're like, man, you were in someone's garden for 10 minutes. Like, you know, what does it matter? But it's just being wee skitters. I was the one when we were playing Knock Door Run. You probably call it Ding Dong Dash or something around here days.
No, it was Knock Door Run.
Knock Door Run.
Now we're closer than you think.
Oh, really? Yeah, fair.
Bit of a jaunt, like, but it's...
Yeah.
We're all culture.
We're one of the same, yeah.
Curbsy or Cribby?
Curbsy.
Curbsy, fair enough, yeah.
I used to be like, I'm not knocking the door, I'm not fast enough. And then we used to get our mate, right? Now, actually, I got so many stories with this one mate, and I love him to pieces, but he was just a wingnut when he was younger, like, obsessed with the raw, right? I mean, obsessed with, but we'd be like, who's knocking the door? It'd be a whole big fucking, you know, a whole sit down meeting about it, like, and then I'd be like, I'm not gonna say a first name. It says David, right? David, you go knock the door. He's like, no, I'm doing it. I'd be like, do it for the raw. Straight up, knock the door. No, but every single time you could get that man to do anything for the raw, right? And there's one time, me and so 2 of the boys, one of them, David loves the raw, the other one, used to slag David's ma or sister all the time because she was older, therefore fit, right? And be like, say her name's Neve, right? Oh, Neve, and like no pretend he's riding her stupid shit. But they used to chase each other then, right? Because he would get so like irate, he would see red, and they would chase each other through people's back gardens, and I would look at him and be like, "Master's at work," right? but
he's a genius.
He's sitting in the oil tank going, "Go on, boys." But he cornered him one time, and it was like something out of a movie. David cornered him and was like, picked up a jam jar beside him, full jam jar, no label. It was almost as if they didn't want to be copyrighted, right? It was mental. And he just fucked the jam jar at him, hit the wall beside him, and like the jam went over Kyle's new V-neck, right? Right? And then
you did him a favour.
Next thing, it was like pure Benny Hill. Next thing you know, Kyle was chasing him, right? And running after each other, and Kyle speared him onto the ground, right? And I'll never forget this the day I die. We were running, we were like, holy fuck, Kyle's gonna kill him, jam all over him. It literally looked like a murder scene. And he held him down, and he had like his knee on his neck, and he was like, buy me a new V-neck. He was like, no. He's like, buy me a new V-neck. He goes, right, I'll get you one at a Primark. He was like, no, get it at a Top Man. And then he was like, right, I'll get you a new V-neck,
What, River Island or not?
And he goes, right, say you hit the raw. And he was like, no. And he goes, say you hit the raw. He was slapping him in the face, and we were like, right, Kyle, get off and fuck. Like his face is going purple at one stage, and Kyle goes, I'm not getting up till he say he hits the raw. And he goes, say you hit the raw. I'll never forget this. David looked up and goes, you'll never get me to say it. Man was gonna die for the raw.
He's a political prisoner now.
Oh man. I went into his bedroom, there's shite all over the walls, all mad, right?
Mate, that's the most hectic thing.
I swear to God, I was so fucked. We actually had to pull him off, and then we got him off him. No way.
We fucked him.
But that's a real political prisoner right there. But yeah, man, we had to get him off and be like, fuck, mate, like, man, and he was. like he stood on business. Like, you know what I mean?
Mate, fucking do it for the Raw sounds like a Vine trend.
Yeah.
Do it for the Raw.
Yeah, go bomb this fucking orange hall for the Raw.
I think that's how they got like Jerry on him. But he was like, "No, lad, the fucking cops are on my tail," and they were like, "Jerry, do it for the Raw." And he was like, fucking, what do you say, fucking?
Yeah, that's my kryptonite. That's my kryptonite.
Fuck me, you know what I'm like? Don't be bringing up the Raw, right, me, lad. I'm fucking
just send my head away.
Oh, fuck me, you know what I'm like? Can't be at that anymore. No, fuck, oh, Jesus Christ. Do it for the Raw, Jerry.
Go on. And I'll paint Jerry. No, the Raw. Go on.
Do it for the Raw. Slides a bomb on their car.
Oh man, that's good crack.
Lidl press for the Raw. Yeah. Holy fuck, that's wild. I like. See, everyone that like I knew like growing up, all that sort of shit was just like mental, like they were mental in different ways. Like I had wee mates and all who were like fucking. They just, you could tell that there was just an urge in them just to fuck up shit. You know?
Teen angst.
Yeah, exactly. There was just like that's what I mean. Like I grew up with like friends who were like so anti-government at like 12.
Yeah.
That they were just like, no, we need to do something to fuck the government up. And I'm like, look, bro, we need to be like, you know, learn how to wank or something here. You know, like we need to be like learning how to fucking, you know, like, people are doing like Pokemon cards and shit. We could do something else. I've heard these match attacks, these things are going about.
You're over there writing a fucking manifesto.
He's the Unabomber now. But I swear to God, he was like fucking, like, I remember like he was just so anti-government. So obviously I got real anti-government, and it sort of leaked into my adult life a wee bit now. You know, like I'm trying to take down companies from the inside. You know, but like I swear, it always weirded me out so much that
we should spray paint user hectic on something.
Oh, yeah, fucking just get kneecapped.
The side of Maddens.
You can't get away with it now these days.
No, you can't.
The side of Maddens over the kneecap.
Man, if I spray painted these days, I'd spell user hectic wrong.
Does hectic have an E in it? Like, no, mate, there's 3 colours in it. But yeah, fucking, it was weird. Growing up was weird with like that sort of mindset, because I remember like all the wee lads and all being like arguing over football, and I remember being like, nah, mate. Even though it was like that, you know, a video of Jaden Smith, and he's like, all these kids around me, man, they're all like, yeah, dude, let's party, man, let's party. And so I'm like, can we just talk about the economic state of the world right now?
Like, fuck, what, like, don't bring Jaden Smith to the function, like, shite crack.
He's killing the crack. Like,
oh man, he's like the person that's smoking around. You're like, cheers, Jaden. So you're down the raw, is he? Yeah, no bad.
Burning the ears, eh? Like, yeah.
But your dad wasn't bad, boys. My uncle's a bad fella.
Bad kip. What's like really like what could you change like movie names into culture? Like bad fellas is
fuck, I don't know.
Good fellas, queer fellas. Queer mice.
Super bad. Fuck, I don't know, queer crack or something. I
know. I'm trying to think. Hold on, I'm gonna get a list of like. We'll just do this as a wee segment here, just because we're coming up on 45 minutes anyway. So, let me see. Popular movies. Let's just do this. See if we can get a clip out of it.
Oppenheimer, Europa Hotel.
Oppenheimer, Jerry Adams. Here, Oppenheimer. Do it for the rat.
You got me. You know what I'm like.
I just can't get away from this.
I've never seen Oppenheimer, so I don't even know what that accent is.
I think he was American.
Fuck me.
Well, name like Oppenheimer, bro. Give me fucking Slop Oppenheimer, like. It's funny, I typed in popular movies and Oppenheimer came in. Fuck me.
Shawshank Redemption, McGarvey Revenge.
McGarvey getting his own. Mean Girls, queer bitches. Fucking.
What films have I not seen? Fuck.
What way would you describe like a popular movie, like in
a
pop
cult classic, like
cult classics, cult classic movies? Donnie Darko, you can't change that one. That's
no, yeah, that's a
Daniel Black.
Fuck's sake. Oh god.
Kill Bill. Williams are the figs.
Williams are the figs.
These are all fucking shite movies. Jesus Christ.
I can't even think of any films. This is literally what Jack and Gee was saying the other night. I haven't seen any films. Like, literally, we were just steaming. Jack was like, "You ever seen Reservoir Dogs?" I was like, "No." Like, just the whole time. Like,
yeah, there's a what? Oh, fucking all these movies are shite. Like, Fight Club, Orange Hall,
8 Mile, a wee down there.
Up the road.
The Green Mile, the Falls.
Fuck. Oh, mate, they're all like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Have you never watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Shitting himself in the town. I've never watched it. I do want to watch it though.
Oh, it's great.
I've seen a lot of references like in music videos. Quavo and all. Quavo and Takeoff, R.I.P. had one, and then The Weeknd references it in Blinding Lights or some shit. I don't even fucking know.
Yeah, like in the music video for it. Let me see what, mate, because I typed in fucking like cult classics and it's brought up all these niche movies. Famous movies. It's alright, it's a fucking podcast, people listen to it.
dead air the whole time.
Yeah. Bar fight. Everything everywhere all at once.
Rake of stuff. Rake of stuff all the time.
Nuts Corner. Everything everywhere all at once is just Nuts Corner. Old Dads, that's a new one. Always. Fuck, hold on. They've all got weird names. I typed in famous movies. And
Bad Boys could be Catman.
Catman.
I can't think of any films at all. Like, and any of them are just shite. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. King of Your Hole.
I'm trying to think of fucking there's Pulp Fiction up there, but sure, that's fucking, I don't even fucking know, man. No idea. Why am I looking around your room for films now? You know what I mean?
Fucking whole place is riddled with them.
Molly Crew, I suppose. All the bays.
What's like a word in culture language for like diverse? You're better at the culture than me. Like,
I don't know, man. For diverse, there's probably a racial slur somewhere. Yeah, like, there is. You said it there a few minutes ago.
The darky bays.
Sick.
The Godfather. It's just the Godfather.
Yeah, Jerry Adams. Yeah, it's the Godfather. The Godfather 2.
12 Angry Men.
The Hunger Strikers. That's horrible. That's
Jesus
horrible.
Christ.
Horrible. I'm anywhere there. Don't know politics. Sorry.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back. The British took fucking everything.
Can't trust the Brits.
Yeah. Saving Private Ryan. I will keep it quiet.
Speaking of films, actually, did you watch that Saltburn?
No, but
got 10 minutes into it and went, I don't care.
Really?
I swear, but it was just
seen clips from it. Like I've seen like loads and loads of like all like, you know, like all the fucking Twitter posts about it, like the dude drinking the cum out of the bath and shit. And I was like,
he's riding the grave and all on one stage or something as well now.
Yeah, and then they tried to make it all artsy. They were like he went off script and I just kept the camera rolling, and you were like, fruit. like you're bucking dirt, mate. You're not fucking. I'm stuck my dick in something.
Yeah, more shite. It's horrible. Fuck's sake. That's how you call it Tuesday.
A few blades and put it out of fucking dirty blurts. But fucking blurt.
Yeah, man. I watched like I got about 20 minutes into it, and I was like, when is something going to happen? Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was one of them ones where there was just this underlying like energy of suspense for ages, and I was like, this is actually making me anxious right now watching this. And then Barry Keoghan or something you call him?
I had said Keegan, but like,
I think it's
everyone's like, no, it's
Keoghan,
and you're like, fuck up, like
I know.
Your name's Barry, like you can't be pretentious with the most fucking like Irish name on the planet.
Yeah.
You know,
Boy.
what's the only way you get more pretentious other than that is by calling him Barreled. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's Bartholomew.
I actually have a cousin called Barry, and my dad calls him Barreled. I swear to God. But yeah, man, I was just watching it, and I was like, I'm just waiting for. And then his accent is horrendous the whole time. He changed it so much. He's meant
Is
to
he
be
doing American?
no, he's meant to be Scouse.
Oh, really?
I'm like, just say things from your throat. You're already from Cork. You know what I mean? Just do it. Or is he from Cork?
I mean, like, especially because if you were saying you were Scouse, you're most likely just going to be a Northern Irish cunt at uni anyway. So it's like, just do your fucking normal accent.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know, man. I watched it and I was like, I understand.
The drinkers come water out of the bath. You know, like.
But at the same time, when I watched the movies, I was saying this to you that night we were fucking steaming. I was like, if I watch a film, I don't want to have this. I don't want to feel negative about it. I want to laugh at things. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's why I love watching, like, Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice and hood. Like,
don't we have a problem? It's fucking great.
But like, man, I just love, like, even parody films and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
the Wayans brothers.
Oh, mate, don't even chat to me about the Wayans bros.
The Wayans from Derry. That's the thing.
Wayans bros.
This is the thing. Whenever I went, I think I told you this already, but I'll tell the listeners. Look at me telling the listeners and all. So Auntie, if you're listening, but yeah, whenever I went to Derry the first time, I heard all this talk about the Wayans, and I was like, I know this, like, Derry's like deep rooted culture. I thought the Wayans were like a famous family from Derry, and then they're like, I had to pick the
Derry
Wayans.
Mafia.
Yeah, they're like, I had to pick the Wayans off from the school. I was like, they're still at school, and then I was like, oh, the wee ones, the childer. And it just clicked with me. I was like, I don't know shit about shit. Like,
the childer.
Man, fuck the child.
The childer of the corn.
yeah. Oh man, fucking hell.
Yeah.
But that's the Wayans brothers and shit. Did you ever watch My Wife and Kids?
Yeah.
TV show.
Oh, man.
Cracker.
See, even like I rewatched all the New Girl there. Have you ever watched it?
Unbelievable.
Mate,
So
like,
good.
see, just as like a feel good show. Like,
So good.
every episode's the same thing. Someone fucks up, and by the end of it, they go, "But I love you," and that's literally just it. But I love it every time.
Yeah, it's unreal.
And Damon Wayans Jr. or something's in it. Yeah,
Yes.
he's like fucking the son of the guy from My Wife and Kids.
Yeah,
I mean, they all are.
He's the child.
And he is. He's fantastic in it.
Excellent.
You know? Like,
I just love how this sounds so wanky, like, but even the character progression in it.
Oh yeah. 100%.
And even you're like, is it Schmidt? Is one of the characters? You're like,
Schmidt, yeah.
classic Schmidt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't watched all of it, but I've watched them. Like, of course Schmidt would say that. You know what I mean?
See, it's got, there was a part, me and Abby were sitting down watching it, and there was a part caught me so off guard, and it's Winston. You know Winston in it.
Oh, yeah.
He's my low key favorite character in it.
Yeah.
He says the most funny shit throughout it. And it's because he's the only one out of them that's never like creepy, or he's never. He's
the voice of reason almost amongst them. Like,
but he's still he's so unfiltered, you know. There was one of them where he was, "Are you taking an all one?"
No, I'm taking this out. It's kicking the fucking out of me.
You put an all one on the other side, by you'd be fucking
double dropping,
hovering over that chair, man.
I'm gonna headbutt you in my jaw.
Recording a podcast through telekinesis, bro. But there was a line in it that Winston said, and this is the New Girl podcast now. But like, Jess had just came into the house.
New Blade.
She started work there last week, but no. But she had just came into the house, and like she had to tell her mum or something that her, like, you know, like the guy she was dating wasn't coming after all this planning, and then they were both all upset and they were crying and stuff, and like there was like eggs on the table, and like Winston was eating it, and they were just like crying, and Winston turned around and like they were like arguing and like, you know, oh, what are we gonna do, what are we doing, and everything went quiet and they were all awkward, and Winston went, I know this isn't the time to tell you here, but there's shells all in these eggs. And that fucking caught me off guard so much. This is one thing I love, like, my sort of sense of humor is like unpredictable. Like, I love something that is like where it's just so out of context.
It's like, I think non sequitur, I think is the term for it.
So like there's even like in Friends, I like Friends is not the best show, not the worst, you know.
It is. It's entertaining enough to keep your attention.
Yeah, exactly. It's I'm doing something, stick it on the background. I'm ironing here, you know.
Yeah. And you can jump in and out, and you can still get the.
Exactly.
There's no like. Of course, there's an underlying storyline throughout the whole thing, but every episode is sort of like
something different.
Look at Ross being a wee fucking skitter.
Yeah, Ross is being a perv, you know. But they make Joey out to be the perv, but he's not really.
No,
you know?
He's not.
He's just drowning in women.
He loves bucking, yeah.
He does. He loves bucking, mate. But like there's an episode of Friends where Rachel knocks. Oh fuck that! No, we can't be having that now. Hold on, the fucking we're still recording. We're all good. Whatever the fucking cunt's name is, Rachel knocks a pillow off the balcony, and this is the only scene in all of Friends that will make me cry laughing every time I watch it. You can tell it's like out of script, but they were like, we need to do something about this.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, like halfway through the episode, the door raps and Chandler just walks over to the door, and a guy just answers and hands him a pillow, but he doesn't know about this, so he just takes it and he goes, thanks. And that one scene gets me every time.
Yeah, but it's the weird ones that get. That's why I love comedy, like, you know, TV shows and movies, where it's like, of course you laugh at all the gags and all the shit, but then there's the things that, like, the callbacks, the tiny wee, like, 1 second gags in between as a callback to something at the start of the film. Like, that's why I love shit like that. You know, I mean, did you ever watch like Only Fools and Horses?
Yeah.
Fucking amazing, an amazing show.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character? And it's always Only Fools and Horses.
It's always Fools and Horseadelphia.
You beat me by 1 second. I'm fucking dyslexic, man. I've got contact high from them fucking stuff.
The Granda. Not the Granda, sorry. Uncle
Watching
Albert.
the 3 TVs and all.
Uncle Albert, actually, not the Granda. Only for the sheer fact that every time he talks, he's like a woodpecker. Every single, what no boy? During the war. Right? I think he's unreal, but he is kind of the voice of reason amongst it, but he's also a fucking idiot. You know what I mean?
I get you.
I think it's one of the rare shows where every character actually contributes to the storyline.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? There's no like deadwood. It's just like, and you mightn't see Trigger in every episode, or you mightn't see.
That's my favorite character.
Trigger.
Yeah,
Trigger's.
I always
amazing.
love some weird niche character who's like just like doesn't make any sense in the show.
Yeah,
but
he's just thrown in.
Yeah, just
like,
brings.
He's almost deadwood.
Yeah,
but he's not. You need him there, like
100%. Yeah. Like that's you know, when you watch like It's Always Sunny, and Cricket is just always running about. I fucking love Cricket, man. He's so funny. He's like, hey, these guys mind if I go into your bathroom, smoke the EMT? And they're like, yeah, get in there, mate. You fucking we skit. Get in there, you know. And I'm like, oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I love that's. I actually watched. I'm not a like. I was gonna say I'm not a huge fan of Always Sunny. I just haven't watched enough of it. But it's kind of like Friends where you jump in and out, and it's there. You know what I mean? It's there.
Oh, I love It's Always Sunny. Like I'll die on the hill that it's the funniest show. And people, you know, people are like on the internet, they're like fucking, no, I don't like fucking, you know, blah blah blah. Like it's all the same shit, and I'm like, yeah, that's why it works. You know
what
like,
I hate? Like I understand the artistic expression of like, you know, movies, TV shows, and maybe they're sending messages in terms of like this thing is bad, but let's take the piss out of it or whatever. I hate when people on Twitter are like, the socio-economic impact of Troy from Community is actually, and you're like, shut up and laugh at the thing. You know what I mean? I get it. Think it, and maybe write it down and be like, oh, but this is why I found it funny. Don't fucking suck the fun out of it. You know what I mean? Let's just
don't kill the crap.
Enjoy it for what it is, and just even if you don't agree with something, just it's cool. You know what I mean? Community is one of the funniest shows I've ever watched. Have you watched Community?
I've watched some of it. I watched like the first season.
It really picks up season 2 and 3.
Yeah,
like.
I didn't really get past it because I didn't really get any of the character development yet.
Yeah.
And your main fella in it, what's his name in it?
I think his real name's actually Joel McHale, which I've just plucked out of my arse. I think it's Joel McHale.
I don't like him acting.
No,
he bores the life out of me acting. But I love Donald Glover and all.
Yeah,
like, you know, so,
But the thing about Community is, I showed it to the woman and I was like, "Oh, watch this here! I love that. I watched it over lockdown," and like, I put it back on. Like, I was in the middle of watching it and we were just watching shit, and then I was like laughing, looking over, like, yo, and she was just stone faced watching it. I was like, I'm not enjoying this. I was like, how do you not like it? He's on the trampoline. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, that's classic Chevy Chase, like. And then, but I think it's very, very silly where it's not even like they've episodes where they have like paintball fights in the whole fucking school. It's like the tech. You know what I mean? But it's like and it's just like that's not even possible. It's just so out there and ridiculous. But that's what I love about it, because it's just like a load of them. It's the same creators as Rick and Morty, so just that tells you everything you need to know. Like, so that's why I love it. It's just so like, what if they had a paintball fight, or you know what I mean? What if there was like a Wild West episode? No, they just
exactly. Yeah, see, that's what I love about It's Always Sunny. There's never a meaning to anything.
That's true as well.
It's literally just like the, you know, where like, for example, the first episode, which technically wasn't supposed to be the first episode, it was meant to be like episode 3 or something, but they just stuck it in as the first one.
It's the pilot.
Yeah, okay. But it's called The Gang Get Racist.
Right.
They come straight out the gate with like mental shit, and you think it's gonna be all this big, you know, ploy for the end of it. They learn their lesson and all.
Yeah.
And just by the end of it, this is what every episode of It's Always Sunny is. They do some mental shit, get to the end of it, and go, we don't care.
You know? They never learn.
They never learn their lesson. Yeah, so
that's kind of like the anti-story arc, almost, isn't it? That's why it's just like
it's so that's just what's so good about it, because you can watch it and you haven't learned anything. You've just laughed your wee bollocks off the whole way through it. Like, there's an episode where it's all from the POV of Danny DeVito. Right? Have you ever seen that one? No.
Just looking at everyone's knees.
Wild shins on her. Yeah, and it's all from his POV, and it's like after the character development, so he's just a fucking drug-fueled maniac in it. Yeah, and he's like going through it, and he has no idea. They're planning some heist, but because you're in his head, you have no idea what the fucking heist is. Right. They're like, right, we need to get in. You go over there. You'll poison the dogs, right? And blah, blah, blah. And he's like, nah, he's like, oh, what the fuck are they talking about? I have no idea what's going on here. He wakes up and he pisses in a tin in his room and all. Like, it's so good. And then it like gets halfway through it and he's like, oh, fuck. Oh, I'm knackered. All that drink didn't do me well or whatever. And I'll take a wee bump of this to get me up and all again. Yeah. And he like breaks into someone's like funeral to steal a mat out of their room. And by the end of it, they're all like praising him because they're like, oh, you always come in like clutch with it, and you're fucking class, mate. Great lad, Frank, you're the lad and all. But he's just been high and winging it the entire time. Like running over kids and stuff. Like,
they don't see any. You just cut out the bad shit.
Yeah. And like then like the D out of it, the one they always call a bird. Like she's like, wait, what blah blah blah, and ask them a question. How did you get in there or whatever? And he just goes, shut up, bird, and they all just start laughing and like they're all like, classic Frank. And I was like, that episode had no meaning whatsoever.
Yeah, it was just a whole lot of nothing. I think it's called a bottle episode. Isn't that what they call it? Where it's just like Walter White with the fly.
Yeah,
that episode,
exactly.
That's like every episode of Always Sunny is just Walter White chasing a fly.
Yeah, that's and I fucking love it because that's my favorite episode of Breaking Bad. Yeah. So literally the entire way through that, like 16 series or whatever's been out, I'm like, this is great. Like you don't ever learn anything, you're just at the end of every episode you could have went that 20 minutes without seeing it. You have no like other opinion on something, you know. Whereas a new girl, you want to be a better boyfriend for it, like
you take lessons from it. You know what I mean? You can, and whether like subconsciously or consciously, you will go, oh, I've experienced maybe something like that, and that's not the way to deal with it. And you know what I mean? Or shit like that. Whereas Always Sunny, sometimes you just need as community as well. Sometimes you just need. None of this is real, and let's just take it for what it is.
Exactly, you know what I mean? It's a cheat code to life, man. I think we'll wrap it up, though. I haven't said anything funny in 20 minutes, but fucking, you're a bird, D. So in conclusion, last time we recorded, Epstein Island, Barry Keoghan drank cum water. What else happened?
DB4, can't forget that.
DB4, the best joke of the set. So yeah,
so stupid too, so shit. So shit.
I know people have tuned out of this at 40 minutes. So yeah, listen, folks. Thank you very much for listening. Come to my solo show on the 4th of April in the Portside Inn. We've got Soupey doing support for it and Adam Burns hosting it. So it'll be fucking great crack and. I don't know, do a raffle or some shit. Come for the raffle if not the comedy.
Oh, you get any else support acts on that shit? Or am I just steering the ship? Like, well, hopefully I die in my hole enough that they're like, thank God he's wet.
Adam's hosting it. And then I'll probably give you like 10-15 minutes. Yeah, just giving away the whole shit. Tell them you're set now. And like it depends how much material I've got closer to the time.
See what the crack is. I
might ask someone else to jump on as well.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens.
It'd be good crack. I always enjoy the nights in the Portside Inn. They're always good crack. The crowd's always up for it. The re-skitters, but they're always up for it.
They're always skitters, but I love them. Like they're my wee crowd.
Yeah, they're good crack. Get the tickets bought.
They're like perfect for me because I get a bit chaotic on stage. That's the shit thing about when I MC though. I like rile them up. You know?
It's like an episode of Always Sunny.
Yeah, literally. I'm like Donald Trump to racists. Like he's not specifically being racist, but they're like, oh, but I won't know what he means. Like, well, that's what he's going for it. And you're like, he didn't say one racist thing there, but you use of all wet metal over it. Like that's what it's like. The crowd, like I'm going up and I'm like, we're all gonna have fun here tonight, and they're like, yeah, well, fucking are. So I've fucking formulated this crowd in the Portside Inn to just be nuts now. So if you ever get booked on it and you're a comedian listening to this, hold tight.
It's good crack. I enjoy when I've done it twice now. I think always good crack. It's always good, brilliant room too as well. Really nice
it's
room.
Lovely, and they're they're so hospitable, that bar as well.
Yeah, the bar staff are sound as fuck now as well. Yeah, no, get the tickets bought, folks.
It'll be good crack. Yeah, I'll probably just put in like a clip of us saying this at the start, anyways.
Yeah,
because people will not have made it at this point. It's gone to the dogs. Sorry, bomb squad. But yeah, no, thank you very much for listening, Evan, Justin, Freeburn, and you've been
Soupey Campbell.
Woo! Fucking take her easy, lads. Stop bucking kids. Cut that bit out.